like your notion of what philosophy is not somehow more justified than
Okay,
mine
so
is.
what's my notion of philosophy?
Well, it's presumably whatever Hegel did and no one else can do since.
That's actually not true.
So there is something that more people can. There can be another philosopher.
No, there cannot.
Okay, then how is what I just said false?
Because Rem, because the reason I'm saying and other people say Hegel was the last philosopher is not just
Yeah.
because they're saying Hegel has the best or only philosophy. It's that
No, no, no. I know. I
they
was
believe
referring to whatever concept it is that makes him the final
Hegel
philosopher.
has resolved the
Yeah.
question, the fundamental problem
What
of philosophy.
what is that problem?
The problem of philosophy is the relationship between thinking and being in the form of the idea, the Platonic idea.
Hmm. No, I just disagree.
Why is that?
I just do. I mean, I guess you disagree
But
with
you're
my notion
but
of
hold on,
philosophy
Rem.
too.
I have
Yeah.
never made an arbitrary line where I'm saying I just think it because I think it.
Well, what? Why is that the philosophical question? Why isn't Herodotus's the fundamental question?
Why effectively what you're saying is why does philosophy begin with Plato?
No, I'm asking why is
Right, because
reconciling the ideas of thinking and being. Why is that the
no,
fundamental
not the
question of
ideas of thinking and being, but thinking and being as such.
itself? As yes, in itself. Yeah,
And
not
through the
yes.
idea as the privileged
Yeah,
medium of
why?
their
Why
unity.
is that the fundamental question?
Um, why is the idea fundamental to philosophy?
Yeah, why is that the fundamental philosophical question?
Because for all philosophers in history, actually, they are responding to the challenge set before by Plato and the Platonic idea, what this implications has. To be consistent to the Platonic idea as the privileged site of the relationship between thinking and being, that has consequences and ramifications. That is the very object of philosophy, and
Yeah, but
resolving
you're
those.
excluding people who you don't consider to be, because I know many philosophers who don't engage with that concept at all, who I'd consider philosophers. So you're just kind of begging the question by saying
Okay,
that, well, these other people who do
okay,
this
so what
aren't
to
doing
you is the
philosophy.
essence of philosophy?
I already said. I mean, it's
It's the Herodotus thing,
determining.
right? Okay, but how is mine arbitrary though? Because although there are other people who have a different view of philosophy, I would
Mhm.
critique them not because I'm imposing some dogmatic form. I would critique them based on the content of what they're saying philosophy is. Not, I
Well,
wouldn't
what's
just
wrong?
say
What is wrong with Herodotus's?
what is Herodotus's.
Herodotus's is how long can someone live of horseshit before they die?
And how, okay, how, what does this have to
Why?
do with the essence of philosophy?
That is the essence of philosophy,
Why?
because that's just what the nature of the question is.
I'm
What can I
okay. Well,
say?
the problem, Rem, is that I don't know of any philosophers,
I
and
gave you one, Herodotus.
okay, but I don't. As far as the history of philosophy is concerned, I could not possibly explain the development and history of philosophy on the terms of the development of that essence. Like, I could not explain, for example, Hegel could not write about the history of philosophy, which he did, on the transition from the post-Socratics to, I'm skipping a lot of it, the Stoics and the medieval scholastics and the Islamic philosophers and the Enlightenment, Descartes, Spinoza, Kant. Hegel actually imminently develops philosophy from one to the other as the development of one singular essence. He could not possibly do that on the terms and basis of Herodotus shit, whatever you're talking about.